Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Knight, and by now I'm pretty sure you all know Cabbit well enough. Well, I'm pretty sure you people can read. This is the last cringe stream for the month of October, and it's a Pokepaster, Pokemon Wounded Silver. Cabbit, any previous experience with a story like this?
I have heard so many Pokepastas and so many of them were bad, I don't remember.
Well, that doesn't sound like a pretty good sign, huh? Well, let's get this show on the road and begin. I used to play Pokemon as a kid. After the years and aging, my love was outgrown. I desperately wanted to play the game. Years after. Didn't you just say, not even a few sentences ago, you'd outgrown Pokemon, and yet you still want to play it?
Logic.
Much so. But I was too lazy, or as I would say, busy, to find it myself. One afternoon I was pulling out of my driveway, only to a snapping crunch of one of my wheels. Confused and, to my surprise, a Pokemon Silver. What? Why was there a Pokemon Silver cartridge under one of your wheels?
And with the crunching, it would be broken.
All in great condition. No scratches, no damage, nothing. Bullshit!
Wait,
You
so-
just
Yeah, just cracked it.
You literally just crushed it under your wheels. How the fuck is it not busted?
Oh, Pokemagic. It cannot be destroyed.
My god. I tossed it into the glove box, feeling the cold and nervous sweat on my brow. Why were you nervous? It's just a video game! However, after the day, I scavenged my old Game Boy and, trembling, put the game in. Dead. I still decided to turn it on. Simple incense? I'm pretty sure you mean instinct, not incense. It turned on. Wait, didn't you say it was dead?
Yeah.
How does it work when the batteries are dead as shit?
Pokemagic?
It's the best thing we've got. The little battery indicator flashed red and green. I don't think it used to do that. Pretty sure it does. It's indicating the batteries are dying, you dumb fuck. At the end of the start screen, where Charizard used Flamethrower. Wrong game! That's not Pokemon Silver. That's Pokemon Red to my knowledge. I noticed a gash oozing sickly red blood from one of its wings. The left one. Everything was normal, except it couldn't save. Not surprising. I'd be a little scared if my game wouldn't save, and it was meant to.
A little bit.
Yeah. Overwhelmed by the series of events, I shut it off, being paranoid ever since. Well, that paranoia is going to mean something. Mean nothing in not even a few seconds.
Okay, wait. So, just because of a little bit of blood and it wouldn't save, he got paranoid and turned it off?
Yeah, but let's just say it's going to mean jack diddly shit in a few seconds. A week passed that held nervous tension. I decided to start playing Silver once more. See what I mean, Cabbit?
Of course.
Stupid gaming pasta cliche is a stupid gaming pasta cliche. Again, the ooze gash was present, and accompanied by the Charizard's eyes replaced by those of a milky light blue, almost like a blind person, or the color silver. I'm pretty sure silver does not look milky blue.
Pokemagic? That's just gonna be my answer now.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing we can really work with. Something doesn't add up, Pokemagic. The game started and the select screen portrayed a save file. I highlighted it and pressed it. No way in hell I was going to play it, but just to read the portrayed stats it gives you before starting. I set the console on my desk and examined it. The top read, player come play. The top of the console, the top of the actual gaming screen. But as starting up the game a week ago, only 8 characters were available. I felt the cool sweat forming once more, and my eyes left hand twitched.
Oh my.
Insert jokes about, other things here. Except at the top bottom of the name were tiny letters. I leaned forward, and the screen flashed a seizure-inducing green and a terrible dead zone glitch? Dead zone glitch? The heck?
No idea.
Well, time for some Google, I guess. Huh. Does not give an answer.
What is the dead zone glitch?
I Googled that. It doesn't really say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just showing videos for stuff like for games like The Last Stand or Shadow Gun. Doesn't really answer the question.
Pokemagic!
Again, that's all we really have to work with. Something doesn't add up? Always blame the Pokemagics.
Yes.
A deep screech, louder than loud. That doesn't work! Louder than loud? You mean deafening? Are you now deaf?
Nah, it's not quite deafening. It's just louder than loud. It's the dead zone with no name, so you can only call it louder than loud, but still before the degree of whatever is after loud.
Yeah. I screamed and jumped, almost slapping the game away. My heart raced in fear and distress. Then the game started on its own. The screen continued forwarding the last destination, which was picking the starter Pokemon. I reached out, shivering and playing. This was all ridiculous to be scared of, I thought. Nah shit! Nah fucking shit! The 3 Pokeballs were on the table and Professor Elm was standing there, waiting. I went to the ball containing Cyndaquil and pressed the command, and nothing was wrong with it. Thank God. I approached my rival, who stands in the window of the lab. Hey, watch up, was all he said. His sprite looked to fall onto the ground, and It shook violently. I, trying to keep calm, lightly laughed. Uh-huh. That's, worrying. If I was this guy at this point, I'd throw the game to the ground, take a sledgehammer to it, and then pulverize it. I, trying to keep calm, lightly laughed. Never liked him anyway. His sprite seemed to cough and wheeze. I decided to leave him alone and head to the tall grass. A Pokemon battle started, but nothing showed up. Except it teleported me to Wells Island, where Lugia was. Learn to grammar, you dumb fuck. It's not accept, it's accept.
See, I like the fact that nothing happened except this thing happened.
Yeah. I spawned, just to go into a battle. My left hand and eye twitched a bit more. Only having the Cyndaquil I picked, I could only use Tackle. Of course, only 1 damage cost. Words popped up and read the following. That's cute. Get ready to be sent to hell. Just because you mention hell does not make it scary.
Sure it does. It's along the same lines of saying, I am God. Because, you know, that's scarier than scary. Sorry, I have to.
I don't blame you. Okay, moving on. Lugia used a move and knocked out Cyndaquil. Rather than spawning into a Poké Center, it put me back into the front of the lab in the beginning, where my rival was. Rather than him glitching, and the town covered in silvery fog, was a splash of red. Blood. How do you know it's blood? You could have just left and spilled red drink all over the floor. Sweat dripped from my left and, still twitching, hand. I shook it off, just to see a small cut from my palm to my pinky knuckle. Small? Are you kidding me? That's spanning about nearly the entire length of your hand.
That is... Yeah, I mean...
Also, which knuckle? There are 2 of them. I threw the game onto the desk and ran into the bathroom and cleaned my wound. See, if you need to clean your wound, it's not just a small cut. It's a big wound. You dumbass. This was something beyond cursed.
It's cursier than cursed.
Damn it. I think this is going to become a running joke. It's going
I'm
to
gonna
say
curse
something.
you. I'm gonna curse you till you're cursed.
I'm going to curse you so hard you're cursed to be cursed.
Yes.
I want to destroy the game and the console altogether. What did the console ever do to you, man? It's just the game that's acting all fucking strange. Not the console.
Maybe the game tainted the console?
I walked to the garage and snatched a hammer. I threw the game outside and struck down repeatedly on the ancient system. Nothing but the pain in my hand happened. It was perfectly fine. Rather, I threw it against the wall. Still nothing. Only one thing left to do, so I retrieved the game and walked back inside. Okay, maybe this thing is cursed beyond cursed. The console is not smashing. It's not a... And by the way, newsflash. This is not an old Nokia. A Game Boy should smash pretty easily.
Yes, but remember that not even a car crunching over it broke the game, so it just
Yeah,
makes a shield of invincibility around it.
yeah, but that doesn't explain how the console isn't smashed to pieces.
It's Poke Magic. It makes everything that it touches invincible, which means that if he was smart, he would hold it, and then he would go do all sorts of death-defying stunts and become rich and famous, but instead he's going to try to basically destroy his one way to becoming something useful.
Eh. I was just overreacting. No shit! But still curious. I looked at the screen, hammer at the ready, and studied it.
Wait, so the hammer wouldn't break, nothing would break anything, and so he's going to try again with the hammer?
Maybe he was just smashing it on a, I don't know, a fucking pile of hay?
Nothing can destroy any of this, so I'm going to get ready to do nothing if it does something.
Yeah. You forget, Cabbit. Poke magic.
True.
That. My character was within the Pokelab, and all around was pixel blood. Why am I not surprised?
Because Pokelogic.
I wouldn't say poke logic. I'd say more shitty story logic.
Yeah, as long as it's logic.
Yeah. Few mangled bodies around the ground. Elm was the only thing alive. Even then, I saw my rival's chest torn open, entrails leaking out of his body. So, Elm tore his guts out through his chest. That is some skill, I think.
Sounds painful, yo.
Can't exactly argue with that. Elm stood some feet away and said only one thing. Silver, help us. His sprite fell over and turned pale, a small pool of silver forming around his head. Luigi faded into view and almost repeated what he'd said before. Again, that's cute, yet ready to burn in Satan's enigma. My vision flashed silver. I screamed and ran into my room, grabbing the only gun I had and shot the game. Dude! Dude! You think shooting the shit out of this game would do anything? It survived hammers, walls, your car. I don't think a gun is going to do jack diddly fucking squat.
I love the fact he specified the only gun he had.
Yeah.
As if, I have a gun, but it's the only one, so it's okay and it's super powerful and it's going to do something. And what happened to the hammer? I thought he had the hammer already.
Shitty story logic?
I suppose.
Four blaring shots echoed. I fired one last shot. So, you mean 5 shots? And everything seemed to slow down. I could almost make out the bullet ricocheting into my eye. The left one. Okay, so...
Why couldn't he just specify my left eye? Oh. Okay.
Yeah... Let's see... Before I fell to the ground, my vision flashed my life. Then was interrupted by a Pokemon text box. What? What? Your life is flashing before your eyes, and then suddenly, nope. Text box from the Pokemon series.
Okay, like, is that supposed to be scary? Like, in the writer's head, was that supposed to be scary?
I assume so. Just holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Like, okay, a lot of this stuff, you know, amateur writer, amateur doesn't really read anything, you know, just a complete amateur. I can get why they said what they said and stuff like that, you know, very cliche, very amateurish, but I can at least understand the thought process. But I don't get the thought process behind this one.
What the textbook says is just genius. I enjoy seeing you in pain. So, who's saying this?
The game or Lugia, maybe? Oh, plot twist! It was Psyduck all along. Wahahaha! Quack.
I thought I was dead. I thought I could be free. All from the, I'm guessing, cursed game. It wasn't cursed. It was a portal to hell. Your own personal hell. Just so happened to be a Pokemon Silver game at once. But I didn't die. I woke up in a gurney within a hospital room. A woman who looked like Nurse Joy. A man who looked like Elm. Another like my rival. Who had froth pouring out of his mouth like bubbles. So he's rabid. He got attacked by a rabid dog. Now he's foaming at the mouth.
Kinky.
They all had over-exaggerated widened eyes that were glinted silver. They had a wiry grin that seemed cracked and ripped. How does a grin look ripped? How? Explain, story. Explain.
Pokemagic. Ripped
Yeah.
Pokemagic.
All spoke in unison, an echoing voice that seemed digital, like when the file loaded itself. What? The game? I don't know anymore. Silver, save us. Ever since, they only stood there, watching. My left hand and eye twitching. Never could I cry again. Oh, for the love of... And it seems there's more. A short epilogue. Found the game, he played the game. When he did, he saw a pale body of a figure with a swollen eye and an up hand and a wiry smile. The cycle repeats. Forever. Oh, for the... At least that's over. But... yeah... so many questions.
My head hurts. My head didn't actually really hurt until the epilogue, but the epilogue made my head hurt.
I almost felt like doubling over and maybe throwing up a little. And then the epilogue happened. And it was at that point I wanted to take a hammer to my head and bash my brains in.
But Mark, remember, the hammer did no such thing.
Well, that wraps it up. Story's over. It's shitty, like you'd expect. And all that other jazz. Cabbit, anything you want to say to the nice people before we go?
Ow.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
Well,
One thing to say. If you write a story, use a program, and there are lots of programs out there, a lot of them come installed in your computer. Have a program or somebody read the story back to you so you can hear it rather than just having it in your head. It just to kind of help it along a little bit.
yeah, that would help infinitely more than whatever the hell this writer did.
And there are lots of online programs to help with grammar and editing and stuff. Find them and use them.
Yeah, heck. I think if this guy actually wrote it in Microsoft Office, it would have so many corrections to make. Too many fucking corrections. Well, until next time.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen.